Good morning. I'm going to start this morning with the Fire Tablet by Baha'u'llah. In the name of God, the most ancient, the most great. Indeed, the hearts of the sincere are consumed in the fire of separation. Where is the gleaming of the light of thy countenance, O beloved of the worlds? Those who are near unto thee have been abandoned in the darkness of desolation. Where is the shining of the morn of thy reunion, O desire of the worlds? The bodies of thy chosen ones lie quivering on distant sands. Where is the ocean of thy presence, O enchanter of the worlds? Longing hands are uplifted to the heaven of thy grace and generosity. Where are the rains of thy bestowal, O answerer of the worlds? The infidels have arisen in tyranny on every hand. Where is the compelling power of thine ordaining pen, O chastiser, O conqueror of the worlds? The barking of dogs is loud on every side. Where is the lion of the forest of thy might, O chastiser of the worlds? Coldness hath gripped all mankind. Where is the warmth of thy love, O fire of the worlds? Calamity hath reached its height. Where are the signs of thy succor, O salvation of the worlds? Darkness hath befallen most of the peoples. Where is the brightness of thy splendor, O radiance of the worlds? The necks of men are stretched out in malice. Where are the swords of thy vengeance, O destroyer of the worlds? Abasement hath reached its lowest depth. Where are the emblems of thy glory, O glory of the worlds? Sorrows have afflicted the revealer of thy name, the All-Merciful. Where are the ensigns of thy gladness, O joy of the worlds? Anguish hath befallen all the peoples of the earth. Sorrows have afflicted the revealer of thy name, the All-Merciful. Where is the joy of the day spring of thy revelation, O delight of the worlds? Anguish hath befallen all the peoples of the earth. Where are the ensigns of thy gladness, O joy of the worlds? Thou seest the dawning place of thy signs veiled by evil suggestions. Where are the fingers of thy might, O power of the worlds? Greed hath made captive most of mankind. Where are the embodiments of detachment, O Lord of the worlds? Sore thirst hath overcome all men. Where is the river of thy bounty, O mercy of the worlds? Thou seest this wronged one, lonely in exile. Where are the hosts of the heaven of thy command, O sovereign of the worlds? I have been forsaken in a foreign land. Where are the emblems of thy faithfulness, O trust of the worlds? The agonies of death have laid hold on all men. Where is the surging of thine ocean of eternal life, O life of the worlds? The whisperings of Satan have been breathed to every creature. Where is the meteor of thy fire, O light of the worlds? The drunkenness of passion hath overcome all men. Where are the embodiments of detachment, O desire of the worlds? Thou seest this wronged one, veiled in tyranny among the Syrians. Where is the radiance of thy dawning light, O light of the worlds? Most of the people have been enwrapped in fancy and idle imaginings. Where are the exponents of thy certitude, O assurance of the worlds? I have been forbidden to speak forth. Then from where will spring thy melodies, O nightingale of the worlds? Baha is drowning in a sea of tribulation. Where is the ark of thy salvation, O Savior of the worlds? Thou seest the day spring of thine utterance in the darkness of creation. Where is the sun of the heaven of thy grace, O light giver of the worlds? The lamps of truth and purity, of loyalty and honor have been put out. Where are the signs of thine avenging wrath, O mover of the worlds? Canst thou see any who have championed thyself, or who ponder on what hath befallen him in the pathway of thy love? Now doth my pen halt, O beloved of the world. The branches of the divine lote tree lie broken by the onrushing gales of destiny. Where are the banners of thy succor, O salvation of the worlds? This face is hidden in the dust of slander. Where are the breezes of thy compassion, O mercy of the world? The robe of sanctity is sullied by the people of deceit. Where is the vesture of thy holiness, O adorner of the worlds? The sea of grace is stilled for what the hands of men have wrought. Where are the waves of thy bounty, O desire of the world? The door leading to the divine presence is locked through the tyranny of thy foes. Where is the key of thy bestowal, O unlocker of the worlds? The leaves are yellowed by the poisoning winds of sedition. Where is the downpour of the clouds of thy bounty, O giver of the worlds? The universe is darkened with the dust of sin. Where are the breezes of thy forgiveness, O forgiver of the worlds? This youth is lonely in a desolate land. Where is the rain of thy heavenly grace, O bestower of the worlds? O supreme pen, we have heard thy most sweet call in the eternal realm. Give thou ear unto what the tongue of grandeur uttereth, O wronged one of the worlds. Were it not for the cold, how would the heat of thy words prevail? O expounder of the worlds, were it not for calamity, how would the sun of thy patience shine, O light of the worlds? Lament not because of the wicked. Thou wert created to bear and endure, O patience of the worlds. How sweet was thy dawning on the horizon of the covenant, among the stirrers of sedition, and thy yearning after God, O love of the worlds. By thee the banner of independence was planted on the highest peaks, and the sea of bounty surged, O rapture of the worlds. By thine aloneness the sun of oneness shone, and by thy banishment the land of unity was adorned. Be patient, O thou exile of the worlds. We have made abasement the garment of glory, and affliction the adornment of thy temple, O pride of the worlds. Thou seest the hearts are filled with hate, and to overlook is thine, O thou concealer of the sins of the worlds. When the swords flash, go forward. When the shafts fly, press onward, O thou sacrifice of the worlds. Dost thou wail, or shall I wail? Rather shall I weep at the fewness of thy champions, O thou who hast caused the wailing of the worlds. Verily I have heard thy call, O all-glorious beloved. And now is the face of Baha flaming with the heat of tribulation and with the fire of thy shining word, and he hath risen up in faithfulness at the place of sacrifice, looking toward thy pleasure, O ordainer of the worlds. O Ali Akbar, thank thy Lord for this tablet which hath been sent down for thee, a tablet which causeth the souls of men to soar. Commit it to memory. Should all the servants read and ponder this, there shall be kindled in their veins a fire that shall set aflame the worlds. I'm going to recite Abdu'l-Bahá's tablet for the northeastern states. O thou kind Lord, praise be unto thee, that thou hast shown us the highway of guidance, opened the doors of the kingdom and manifested thyself through the Sun of reality. To the blind thou hast given sight, to the deaf thou hast granted hearing. Thou hast resuscitated the dead. Thou hast enriched the poor. Thou hast shown the way to those who have gone astray. Thou hast led those with parched lips to the fountain of guidance. Thou hast suffered the thirsty fish to reach the ocean of reality. And thou hast invited the wandering birds to the rose garden of grace. O thou Almighty, we are thy servants and thy poor ones. We are remote and yearn for thy presence. Our thirst for the water of thy fountain, our ill longing for thy healing. We are walking in thy path and have no aim or hope save the diffusion of thy fragrance. So that all souls may raise the cry of, O God, guide us to the straight path. May their eyes be open to behold the light. May they be freed from the darkness of ignorance. May they gather around the lamp of thy guidance. May every portionless one receive a share. May the deprived become the confidants of thy mysteries. O Almighty, look upon us with the glance of mercifulness. Grant us heavenly confirmation. Bestow upon us the breath of the Holy Spirit, so that we may be assisted in thy service and like unto brilliant stars, shine in these regions with the light of thy guidance. Verily thou art the powerful, the mighty, the wise, and the seeing. And now I'm going to recite the tablet of Visitation by Abdu'l-Baha, and he says, Whoso reciteth this prayer with lowliness and fervor will bring gladness and joy to the heart of this servant. It will be even as meeting him face to face. He is the all-glorious. O God, my God, lowly and tearful, I raise my suppliant hands to thee and cover my face in the dust of that threshold of thine, exalted above the knowledge of the learned and the praise of all that glorify thee. Graciously look upon thy servant, humble and lowly at thy door, with the glances of the eye of thy mercy, and immerse him in the ocean of thine eternal grace. Lord, he is a poor and lowly servant of thine, enthralled and imploring thee, captive in thy hand, praying fervently, trusting in thee, in tears before thy face, calling to thee and beseeching thee, saying, O Lord my God, give me thy grace to serve thy loved ones. Strengthen me in my servitude to thee. Illumine my brow with the light of adoration in thy court of holiness and of prayer to thy kingdom of grandeur. Lord, help me to be selfless at the heavenly entrance of thy gate, and aid me to be detached from all things within thy holy precincts. Lord, give me to drink from the chalice of selflessness. With its robe clothe me, and in its ocean immerse me. Make me as dust, in the pathway of thy loved ones, and grant that I may offer up my soul for the earth, ennobled by the footsteps of thy chosen ones in thy path, O Lord of glory in the highest. With this prayer doth thy servant call thee at dawntide and in the night season. Fulfill his heart's desire, O Lord. Illumine his brow, gladden his bosom, kindle his light, that he may serve thy cause and thy servants. Thou art the bestower, the pitiful, the all-bountiful, the gracious, the merciful, the compassionate. Today is my 38th wedding anniversary. I'm going to recite this prayer for marriage revealed by Baha'u'llah. He is the bestower, the bountiful. Praise be to God, the ancient, the ever-abiding, the changeless, the eternal, he who hath testified in his own being that verily he is the one, the single, the untrammeled, the exalted. We bear witness that there is no God but him, acknowledging his oneness, confessing his singleness. He hath ever dwelt in unapproachable heights, in the summits of his loftiness, sanctified from the description of aught save himself, sanctified from the mention of aught save himself, free from the description of aught but him. And when he desired to manifest grace and beneficence to men, and to set the world in order, he revealed observances and created laws. Among them he established the law of marriage, made it as a fortress for well-being and salvation, and enjoined it upon us in that which was sent down out of the heaven of sanctity in his most holy book. He saith, great is his glory. Marry, O people, that from you may appear he who will remember me amongst my servants. Verily, this is one of my commandments unto you. Obey it as an assistance to yourselves. And now I'm going to read the prayer for husbands in honor of my anniversary. Our anniversary. O God, my God, this thy handmaid is calling upon thee, trusting in thee, turning her face unto thee, imploring thee to shed thy heavenly bounties upon her, and to disclose unto her thy spiritual mysteries, and to cast upon her the lights of thy Godhead. O my Lord, make the eyes of my husband to see. Rejoice thou his heart with the light of the knowledge of thee. Draw thou his mind unto thy luminous beauty. Cheer thou his spirit by revealing unto him thy manifest splendors. O my Lord, lift thou the veil from before his sight. Rain down thy plenteous bounties upon him. Intoxicate him with the wine of love for thee. Make him one of thine angels, whose feet walk upon this earth, even as their souls are soaring through the high heavens. Cause him to become a brilliant lamp, shining out with the light of thy wisdom in the midst of thy people. Verily thou art the precious, the ever bestowing, the open of hand. And now I'm going to read from the Hidden Words of Baha'u'llah, and this is the Persian section, starting with number 13. O my children, I fear lest bereft of the melody of the dove of heaven, you will sink back to the shades of utter loss, and never having gazed upon the beauty of the rose, return to water and clay. O friends, abandon not the everlasting beauty, for a beauty that must die. And set not your affections on this mortal world of dust. O Son of Spirit, the time cometh when the nightingale of holiness will no longer unfold the inner mysteries, and ye will all be bereft of the celestial melody and of the voice from on high. O essence of negligence, myriads of mystic tongues find utterance in one speech, and myriads of hidden mysteries are revealed in a single melody. Yet alas, there is no ear to hear, nor heart to understand. O comrades, the gates that open on the placeless stand wide, and the habitation of the loved one is adorned with the lover's blood. Yet all but a few remain bereft of this celestial city. And even of these few, none but the smallest handful have been found with a pure heart and sanctified spirit. O ye dwellers in the highest paradise, proclaim unto the children of assurance that within the realms of holiness, nigh unto the celestial paradise, a new garden hath appeared, round which circle the denizens of the realm on high, and the immortal dwellers of the exalted paradise. Strive then, that ye may attain that station, that ye may unravel the mysteries of love from its windflowers, and learn the secret of divine and consummate wisdom from its eternal fruits. Solaced are the eyes of them that enter and abide therein. Okay, we're going to continue now our reading from the Suriy-i-Haykal, the Suri of the Temple, the first tablet in the compilation entitled The Summons of the Lord of Hosts, the Tablets of Baha'u'llah. And where we are is in this tablet, is we're in the middle of Baha'u'llah's letter, second letter, to Napoleon III. He says, meditate on the world and the state of its people. He for whose sake the world was called into being hath been imprisoned in the most desolate of cities by reason of that which the hands of the wayward have wrought. From the horizon of his prison city he summoneth mankind unto the dayspring of God, the exalted, the great. Exultest thou over the treasures thou dost possess, knowing they shall perish? Rejoicest thou in that thou rulest a span of earth, when the whole world, in the estimation of the people of Baha, is worth as much as the black in the eye of a dead ant? Abandon it unto such as have set their affections upon it, and turn thou unto him who is the desire of the world. Whither are gone the proud and their palaces? Gaze thou into their tombs, that thou mayest profit by this example, inasmuch as we made it a lesson unto every beholder. Were the breezes of revelation to seize thee, thou wouldst flee the world and turn unto the kingdom, and wouldst expend all thou possessest, that thou mayest draw nigh unto this sublime vision. We behold the generality of mankind worshipping names and exposing themselves, as thou dost witness, to dire perils in the mere hope of perpetuating their names, whilst every perceiving soul testifieth that after death one's name shall avail him nothing, except in so far as it beareth a relationship unto God, the Almighty, the All-Praised. Thus have their vain imaginings taken hold of them in requital for that which their hands have wrought. Consider the pettiness of men's minds. They seek with utmost exertion that which profiteth them not. And yet wert thou to ask of them, is there any advantage in that which ye desire? Thou wouldst find them sorely perplexed. Were a fair-minded soul to be found, he would reply, Nay, by the Lord of the worlds. Such is the condition of the people, and of that which they possess. Leave them in their folly, and turn thy sight unto God. This is in truth that which beseemeth thee. Hearken then unto the counsel of thy Lord, and say, Lauded art thou, O God of all who are in heaven and on earth. So he's talking about names and how people sacrifice their whole lives just so that they'll be famous after they die. And what good does that do them? It doesn't do them any good unless their names are perpetuated in relationship to what they have done for the cause of God. And tomorrow we'll begin Baha'u'llah's letter to Tsar Alexander II. And as usual, any comments or questions are welcomed. Have a wonderful day and peace.